Major Natural Disaster Coverage Report, the Kamchatka Earthquake and Tsunami of July 30, 2025. Executive Summary. On July 30, 2025, an 8.8 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula, triggering widespread tsunami alerts across the Pacific. One of the strongest earthquakes ever recorded, it prompted evacuations in Japan, Hawaii, the U.S. West Coast, and several South American countries. Despite its intensity, the event resulted in minimal damage and no reported fatalities, a stark contrast to the devastating 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami. This report provides a detailed narrative of the event, its impacts, response measures, and media coverage, drawing on credible sources and real-time data. Event Overview. At approximately 11:25 a.m. local time, 0:25 British Summer Time, on July 30, 2025, a megathrust earthquake of magnitude 8.8 occurred 85 miles off the Kamchatka Peninsula in Russia's Far East, along the seismically active Pacific Ring of Fire. The quake's epicenter was near the Kuril-Kamchatka Trench, where tectonic plates converge, causing significant seabed displacement. This movement generated tsunami waves that radiated across the Pacific, reaching as far as Japan, Hawaii, California, and South America. The earthquake was followed by approximately 125 aftershocks of magnitude 4.4 or greater, and the Klyuchevskaya Sopka volcano erupted shortly after, adding to regional concerns. Tectonic context. The Kamchatka Peninsula lies on the Pacific Ring of Fire, a region responsible for 80% of global earthquakes. The 2025 quake resulted from a rupture along the subduction zone where the Pacific Plate slides beneath the Eurasian Plate. The U.S. Geological Survey noted 6 meters of tectonic stress had accumulated since the last major quake in the region in 1952, with 4 shocks, including a 7.4 magnitude event on July 20, signaling potential activity. The shallow rupture increased the likelihood of a tsunami, as seabed movement directly displaced large volumes of water. Tsunami impact and response. Immediate effects. Tsunami waves, while smaller than initially feared, reached multiple regions. Russia. Waves up to 5 meters struck Severokurilsk, a port town of 2,000, causing localized flooding but no major injuries. The Sakhalin region declared a state of emergency due to power grid damage. Hawaii. Waves of 1.2 meters hit Oahu, with Maui experiencing 1.7 meter waves. The largest recorded waves reached 5.7 feet. Evacuations moved residents to higher ground, with no significant damage reported. U.S. West Coast, Crescent City, California, saw waves up to 8 feet, but major flooding was avoided. Advisories were issued for Santa Barbara, San Luis Obispo, Los Angeles, and Ventura counties. Japan. Over 1.9 million people across 21 prefectures, including Hokkaido, Wakayama, and Kanagawa, were evacuated. Waves reached 23 inches in Hokkaido and Iwate, with warnings later downgraded to advisories. No damage was reported at the Fukushima nuclear plant, where 4,000 workers were evacuated. South America. Chile issued a red alert, evacuating coastal areas and 5 low-lying prisons. Easter Islands saw minor wave activity. Ecuador's Galapagos Islands recorded waves of 1 meter, with evacuations ordered. Colombia, Peru, and other nations canceled alerts after minimal impact. Other regions. French Polynesia's Marquesas Islands saw waves of 1.5 meters, lower than the forecasted 4 meters. Papua New Guinea, the Solomon Islands, and Vanuatu issued alerts but reported no significant impacts. Emergency response. Governments and agencies acted swiftly. Russia. Evacuations in Severokurilsk and other coastal areas were effective, with no casualties reported. The Geophysical Service monitored volcanic activity post-quake. Hawaii. Governor Josh Green emphasized the danger of tsunamis, urging residents to seek higher ground. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center downgraded warnings to advisories as wave heights subsided. Japan. The Japan Meteorological Agency issued tsunami warnings, later revised to advisories. Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba confirmed no significant damage. Chile. SENAPRED coordinated evacuations across 12 regions, including Easter Island, and transferred inmates to secure facilities. U.S. West Coast. The National Weather Service warned of strong currents, advising residents to avoid shorelines. Guam and American Samoa lifted advisories after minor wave activity. Comparison to historical events. The 2025 Kamchatka earthquake ranks among the 6 strongest ever recorded, alongside the 1952 Kamchatka quake, 9.0, and the 2011 Tohoku earthquake, 9.0. The Tohoku disaster killed nearly 20,000 people, caused $220 billion in damage, and triggered the Fukushima nuclear meltdown. In contrast, the 2025 event caused minimal damage due to smaller than expected waves and effective evacuations. The 2010 Chile earthquake, 8.8, and 2015 Chile earthquake, 8.3, also generated tsunamis but had localized impacts compared to the widespread alerts in 2025. Media coverage and public reaction. YouTube and traditional media. The event dominated news cycles, with YouTube channels like Fox News, CBS News, and Al Jazeera posting real-time updates. Fox News shared live footage from Hawaii and Japan, including tsunami sirens and evacuations, with posts on X amplifying reach. CBS News featured expert commentary from oceanographers like Dr. Stephen T. Grilli, explaining tsunami risks. Al Jazeera's rolling updates highlighted global impacts, from Russia to French Polynesia. YouTube's news and politics category, led by channels like NEXTA Live, 917.6K average views, saw high engagement due to dramatic visuals and live streams. Social media sentiment. Posts on X reflected a mix of urgency and relief. Early posts from Fox News reported the 8.8 magnitude quake and tsunami alerts, driving public awareness. As warnings were downgraded, sentiment shifted to cautious optimism, with users sharing videos of minor wave activity and praising coordinated evacuations. However, some posts fueled speculation, referencing a Japanese manga prediction of a July 2025 megaquake, which sparked travel declines despite official dismissals. Public behavior. In Hawaii, residents and tourists evacuated efficiently, though some ignored warnings, with a surfer spotted in San Francisco. In Japan, traffic jams and panic were reported in Kamchatka and Hokkaido, but no injuries occurred. Guam residents used WhatsApp to coordinate evacuations, demonstrating community resilience. In Chile, evacuations were orderly, with pets included in safety protocols. Analysis of impact. The limited impact of the 2025 Kamchatka earthquake and tsunami highlights advancements in early warning systems and preparedness since 2011. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center's accurate forecasting and rapid downgrading of alerts prevented unnecessary panic. Japan's experience with the Tohoku disaster informed its robust response, including Fukushima evacuations. However, challenges remain, such as public adherence to warnings and the unpredictability of tsunami wave heights, which depend on ocean depth and coastal topography. Recommendations. Enhance public education. Increase awareness of tsunami dangers, emphasizing that even small waves can be deadly. Campaigns should target coastal communities and tourists. Improve warning systems. Continue investing in real-time seismic and tidal monitoring to refine wave height predictions. Strengthen infrastructure. Retrofit low-lying facilities, like Chile's prisons, to withstand flooding. Combat misinformation. Address speculative predictions, like the manga forecast, through proactive communication from agencies like the Japan Meteorological Agency. Global coordination. Enhance cross-country alert systems to ensure timely evacuations in remote regions like French Polynesia. Conclusion. The Kamchatka earthquake and tsunami of July 30, 2025, was a significant global event that tested Pacific nations' preparedness. While its impacts were minimal compared to historical disasters, it underscored the importance of early warning systems, coordinated evacuations, and public education. Media coverage on platforms like YouTube and X played a critical role in disseminating information, though speculative narratives highlighted the need for authoritative voices to counter misinformation. By learning from this event, governments can further strengthen resilience against future natural disasters.